Welcome, welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for you guys today. All right, let me get all set up. I dropped the Josh Babb video that is live today. That was live yesterday, actually. So check that out. And I'm already skipping forward to next week. There's not a lot going on this week. I'll get you guys a lock of the week today. I got to post the no bet list. I got to post that. I meant to do that yesterday. I didn't get to it. I will do that today. I've been super duper busy. That's not what I want. Give me 1 second. My brain is spazzing out here. Hang on. Cool. All right. I think we are good. So I'm gonna try to do 2 shows again tomorrow. Where am I? I am tripping out. All right, gonna try to do 2 shows again tomorrow. 1 show today. Gonna try to do 2 shows tomorrow. I'll do an Ask Me Anything. I'll do a last minute locks. Try to get you guys as much content as possible. I am skipping forward to next week. I'm already working on the Gary Antoine Russell and Hiroka video. I just did all my tape on Gary Antoine Russell. He's really good, man. It's always a pleasure doing tape on Gary Antoine Russell. So I'm skipping forward. I'm going to try to, there's so many fights. There's so much money to be made next week. This week it's kind of super slow. I gave you guys the bad video. You know, there's just not a lot. You can see from the chat. You can see from the volume. It's just a slow week. Next week is not. Next week is an exceptional week. What up, Railway? It's good to have Railway here. What up, my dude? So I'm going to start pumping out the content for next week. If there's any other videos you guys want me to do for this week, please let me know. Please like, share, and subscribe. Guys, like, share, and subscribe. Smash the like button. Become a member today. Join. The link is pinned in the chat. $5 a month gets you the lock of the week. It gets you asked to book you anything. It gets you access to the Discord. It gets you live betting. It gets you the updated props. It gets you all of that. $5 a month. $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. It gets you asked to book anything. Be sure to do that. Abdullah Masad, UD, what do you think? What is with betting on the unanimous decision? Yes, take. Okay, I'm going to get to all this in a second before I blow my top. If that's what you want to bet all of your money on, bet all of your money on Abdullah Masad. By unanimous decision. I get it. Masad doesn't really knock people out, does he? I mean, I'm trying to think. When was the last time he got a knockout? Aspak. He knocked out Aspak a couple of years ago. All right, let me finish, guys. Become a member. Smash the join button to become a member. It's also pinned in the chat. $5 a month gets you a long-term parlay, gets you access to the Discord, the live betting, the updated props, gets all of that. Also become a Patreon. Link is in the description. It's in the ticker below. $5 a month. $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. So make sure to become a Patreon and a member today. After you guys do that, head on over to carnivalbar.com. carnivalbar.com. It's the nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar. carnivalbar.com, the world's first meat-only bar that lasts forever. Made from 100% beef, 3 ingredients. That's it. Just meat, fat, and salt, the way humans have eaten for thousands of years. carnivalbar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. All right. Let's get into today's show. All right, Railway wants to say Fury and Makhmudov stadium confirmed. Where are they fighting? What's up, G? Early predictions for Frank Martin versus Albright. This is a tough one. I'm getting into next week early. I'll probably do this fight next. This is a tough fight. Like, this may be one This may be one, I got to watch the tape on it, where we might be looking at the upset. Albright's a real opponent. Albright's tough, man. Albright's a world level operator. So this is going to be a good fight. Money line, you're betting on nobody who could get a KO all of a sudden, just like Jack Catterall. I don't know. I'm not trying to, sway Kaiziza one way or the other. I just, is this the same guy that yesterday wanted to bet on, the hell is he fighting? Who was, hang on. Abdullah Masad. Who is he fighting? This is the same guy that wanted to bet Thomas Asamba. That's who it is. He wanted to bet a 14-10-1 guy, a guy that's fought 25 times and won 14 of them. He wanted to bet this guy by unanimous decision. Is this the same guy that said this yesterday? Like, he just wants to pick someone. Will the outcome be a unanimous decision? Very likely. Is this what you want to bet on? Knock yourself out. I'm not. I will be betting on this. I'll just leave it at that. I will not be betting on Abdullah, Masad Abdullah, or Thomas Asamba to win by unanimous decision. So what do you think is their upset? We'll go through it all. Just say Shushu on live just now had to give him props on cashing me. Shout out. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium where Eubanks do. Yeah, okay, that's cool. All right, I like it. Gary, what do you think of Nishida versus Mercado? Probably Nishida. He's winning for sure, but imagine ruining your play because Duke gets. That's what I'm saying. Why are we taking him by unanimous decision? Why are we doing that? I mean, maybe my guess is yes, he wins by unanimous decision. What are the odds on that? What kind of plus money are you getting on that? That bet's worth it to you. I can't see betting on that. I did the tape on Josh Babb. Josh Babb is an interesting tape. He's really bad from the outside. And he's sloppy in the mid-range. He needs to get all the way in, but when he gets all the way in, he's pretty good. Like I watched the tape thinking Josh Babb wasn't much. Then I started watching the tape like this guy's actually pretty good. Then I watched some more of the tape like it's not very good. Josh Babb is a really, really interesting tape. I do think he wins. I don't think that's overly concerning. I do think Josh Babb wins for sure. But he's an interesting guy to tape. Gabriel Rosado is fighting on Misfits next month. What are your thoughts on that? That's unfortunate. I mean, do what you want. Get the bag. Do your thing. Gabe. Gabe's a great guy. He gave us lots of entertainment as a fan of the sport. Thank you, Gabe Rosado. If this is what you really want to do, knock yourself out, my dude. Who's he fighting? Andrew Tate or the guy that beat Andrew Tate? Who's he fighting? Navarrete going to destroy Nunez. Can't wait to get rich on it. All right. Blame yourself. Is weighing in here, and he's taking Navarrete by stoppage. You said destroy. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but are you taking Navarrete by stoppage? Navarrete by stoppage is paying plus 350. So if I were you, something that I would do is just go get my bag. I would go put, if you really think that, go bet on it. It's plus 350. He's fighting Ty Mitchell. Oh God. Okay. Yeah, I remember Ty Mitchell. Yeah. I remember Ty Mitchell. Who did Ty Mitchell just fight? Ty Mitchell fought yeah, okay. Is there any money in this? I mean, is there any money in this Misfits thing? He fought Sean Hemphill. That's who he fought. He beat Sean Hemphill. That's an interesting fight. I'm sure Gabe wins. What is Gabe, like 40? How old is Gabe Rosado? He's got to be in his 40s now, right? What up, Jeb? What up, Jeb? Tate is fighting in August again against a cowboy. Knock yourself out. Mercado, I've been watching him. He's pretty good. All right. Ty Mitchell, the guy who went to prison. I made money. Yeah. That guy. Yeah. Exactly. I think. All right, we like Mercado here. All right, what is the odds on Mercado? Plus 300. All right, get in on Mercado. He's plus 300. I think Rayo is a decent parlay piece. I do. Rayo. All right, you know what? I'm gonna switch up. I'm gonna do some tape on Rayo instead. Yeah, I'm gonna finish my tape on Rayo, and then I'm gonna get to I'm gonna watch some tape on Brian Mercado. And then I'm gonna okay. You guys have changed my plans. I'm doing Mercado and Rayo next, and then I will do the tape on Gary Antoine Russell. All right. Guys have changed my mind. But the next guy I'm filming is Brian Mercado, and I will have that video out for you guys tonight. Yes, indeedy. In a real way, I will. Yes, indeedy. Mercado, the one fighting the cheetah, y'all upset fishing. Yeah, they are upset fishing in a real way. Yeah, he's the upset for the week. I'm locked in with. I'm gonna watch the tape on him. I will do it now that I like Rayo, so I wasn't thinking much of this fight, but I will do the tape now. What are your thoughts on Ty Mitchell? I don't have thoughts on Ty Mitchell. I have very few thoughts on Ty Mitchell. He got done for murder back in 2011. It's amazing that he's out of jail. This month pretty calm outside the Ryan card once March starts the big money time. Shout out Asserman. I don't see that at all. Maybe I need to get a look. I'll take a look at it. People are looking for an upset. We know how it get like that sometime. I can see some upsets happening on the Zutma card. The odds are too low for guys who are coming to fight. What we like for the Zutma card. The Zutma card sucks. Let's pull up the Zutma card. What up, Noe G? What up, my dude? It's good to have you here. Noe G. What's up, my dude? Like the odds on Zombakov, I mean, this is not a good fight. FA, Abel Mejia, that's the one you might want to look at. I think you're safe with all the favorites. If you want to see an upset, maybe, like I said, Mark Buke is a guy you might want to bet on. Mark Buke. Take a look at Mark Buke. The other one, Oswaldo. I don't know Oswaldo, Jesus, Molina, Jimenez. That's so many names. Why so many names? Everyone else has 2 names. You have 4. Why so many names? Emiliano Alvarado, I don't know him. And Kachamanov, I don't know him either. So if I'm looking at one upset there, I'm looking at Mark Buke to upset Antonio Woods. That's one that I'm looking at for sure. $79 in the house. What do we think about Rose Driscoll? Money line started at 115, now at minus 150. Ross Driscoll, the real deal, Ross Driscoll. Why are we betting on this fight? Tommy Phillips? I'm not sure why we're betting on this fight. I'm not touching this fight. You got 2 prospects, about 4-0, 5-0. Neither guy has fought anybody. Yeah, I'm not touching this. I'm not. It's not that it's a bad fighter or anything. I just, I don't. Neither guy has fought anybody. Toomey Phillips, 5-0 guy, no knockouts. I'm not touching this fight. This is no bet for me, 79. No bet for me. We just talked about this briefly. I'm going to get to the tape. I'm going to do the tape on Mercado next. I like Rayo. He lost to Junto. Junto's a pound for pound guy. That doesn't disqualify you for me. So let me get to the tape on Mercado and I'll let you know. I left many fights. I left many fights from the Zupa card alone. Better to be safe than worry about some no names talked with someone about the no knockdown prop. Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of value. And I agree with this sentiment for 79. I don't like the idea of betting on a guy you've never seen fight because the odds look good, right? I just, I don't make a bet on any fighter without watching extensive tape study on him, right? Like, this is my livelihood. This is what I do for a living. I don't want to just put money on a guy who's plus 275 because the odds look good. Oh, plus 275, he might hit. Maybe, probably not. His opponents got knocked down by a bum and won by robbery is why I'm eyeing it. His opponents got knocked down by a bum and won by robbery. Sup, G? How are we doing today? Any good picks? This week is tough. I'm going to get into this Rayo fight with Mercado. I'm going to break that down. That's next on my agenda. Then I will get into next week. So today's the last day. I'm doing fights for this week, and it is Rayo. I've already done the film study on Rayo. I forgot that I did the film study on Rayo. I like Rayo. 5'7", 6'8", bantamweight, high guard, come forward guy, inside, stands in front of you, fun fighter. I got to do the tape on Mercado. Once I get the tape done on Mercado, I'll have much better answers, much better resolution for you guys. So just to recap, guys, this is the only show I'm doing today. One show today. That's all she wrote. I'm going to try to get 2 videos out for you guys today. I'm going to try to get at least one in the Rayo fight, and I may or may not get the tape done on the Hiroka fight with Gary Antoine Russell. But I'm going to get you the Rayo fight for sure. I will get you that out. Yeah, I know. I got you, 79. I'm going to try to get you out the Rayo fight today and then the Gary Antoine Russell either today or tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that. 2 live streams tomorrow. That's what we're doing tomorrow. Guys, like, share, and subscribe. Become a member. Smash the join button. Become a Patreon. It's in the description. Remember, super chats, cash apps, always available. Appreciate you guys. A Jogba by decision is free money. All right, blame yourself like the Jogba by decision. I don't think it's a bad bet. What do you think, Mark Buke, for the ups? Well, Mark Buke's a guy I know well. Mark Buke is a guy that took some L's early in his career, and Tony Woods isn't particularly good. I'm not saying Mark Buke is world class. Mark Buke's a good fighter. He's tall, he's long, he's rangy, he's athletic. He uses the ring, he uses his height, he uses his reach, and he can bang a little bit on the inside. I like Mark Buke. The reason why he took losses, he took fights. He's a Corpus Christi kid. Now he trains with James Payton in the Rio Grande Valley. I like him a lot. The reason why he took losses early in his career is because he took fights out of his weight class. He took fights on short notice. You know what a fighter at that level has to do what he has to do. I've seen him spar with Eddie Ortiz. I've seen him spar with high-level guys. He's a high-level guy. He's a good fighter. Mark Buke, at those odds, might be able to pull an upset. And if you're looking for an upset, I think Mark Buke is probably your best option. Mark Buke can get it done for sure. Woods versus Buke. Yeah, Woods not that good either. So it's part Buke and it's part Wood. It's part Buke being a little bit unknown under the radar, and it's Woods. It's a no from me. Gotta go watch him. He's tall. He's good. He's a good fighter. He skills. He's an athlete. He can move. He can bang. He's good. He fights tall, though. He uses the ring. I saw him fight in a 24-foot ring once. A 24-foot ring, and he used every square inch of that ring. Havelock's here. Havelock, you can't be late because the party does not start until Havelock gets here. What's up, my dude? What other fighters are you breaking down? What other fights are you breaking down? Well, I'm gonna do the Rayo fight today. I'm gonna get that out for you today. I've already done the tape on Rayo. Now I'm gonna do the tape on Mercado. After I do the tape on Mercado, I'm going to go to the Gary Antoine Russell, and I'm going to move to next week. So one more tape for this week, and that is the Ryo fight. And after I do the Ryo fight, I'm going to get you guys Gary Antoine Russell, and I'm going to move forward to next week. All right. So the rest of the plan for today is the Gary Antoine Russell video. The Ryo video, the Gary Antoine Russell video, and then I'm going to post all of the no bet list. I'm going to post that on the Discord and in the Patreon. The no bet list that's going to be available for you guys. I meant to do it yesterday, just got busy. Ruiz to beat Straya. Rayo who? Ryo Nishida. Ryo Nishida. My bad. Am I saying Ryo? I know I sound funny sometimes. Ryo. Any chance Durante can pull the upset? We've talked about this at length. I don't think so. No. It's all good. I know I sound funny sometimes. It's all good. Let's take a look. Let's see what DraftKings has up. Not going to go super long today, guys, unless you guys have a lot to talk about, which, there's not much. So, no, let's take a look at this. There's a parlay right there. I believe here's your parlay. This is a parlay. I know you. So I'm not going to confirm this till later today. But a Jogba Nishida Bab to me might be your best parlay right here. This may be the one here. The odds are decent on it. A Jogba Nishida Bab, that may be the play right here. I like this a lot. Moneyline bets. I think they're all safe. It pays minus 180, so it's not terrible. This might be what we're looking at to get back on the winning track a little bit. Just get back in the winning track. I don't know who Thiago Mexinega is. I'm not betting 2,500. Not betting 30. There's an upset. Mark Buke. Guys, you want an upset. This may be the one. Mark Buke. This might be the one you guys want to look at. I don't know why Antonio Woods is that wide of a favorite. I guess they're just looking at the box rec on Buke. But Antonio Woods, his guys, this is a real fight. I'm gonna throw some money on Mark Buke. Not a lot, but I'm gonna throw a little bit on Mark Buke. Oswaldo Molina, I don't know much about him. Ruiz and Streeter. Guys are liking Streeter here at plus 700. Casey Streeter, Portland, Maine. We are really digging at against Leonardo Ruiz. I don't know this guy. He's never really fought outside of Portland, Maine. He's got a draw with Derek Whitney, who's 8-4-1. He lost to a guy that was 16 Kiri Gray. All right. If you guys follow the main boxing scene like that, and you know this guy, and you feel comfortable betting him, bet on him. I don't know Casey James Streeter at all. But if you guys know him, bet him. I don't follow the Portland boxing scene like that, so I didn't know there was a Portland club boxing scene. Apparently there is. Hey, what up, Oscar? What up, Oscar? How you doing, my dude? How you doing, my man? Oscar's in the house. I think I'm leaning Albright. Frank Martin has gotten into close fights with guys I don't think are as good as Albright. I think I'm leaning Albright. Frank Martin has gotten. It's a tough one. I don't have an opinion on this just yet. It's a 50-50 fight. I don't know. I put Bang Mateo in the house. Hey, what up, Bang? I put money on Barrios and Wilder. What you guys think? I think Barrios is a decent bet. You guys know I know Barrios well. I know him really well. A personal friend of mine. I've known him since he's the amateurs. His original trainer, Rick Nunez, is my best friend in the boxing industry. So I like Barrios. I don't think he's particularly good, but this to me, we made a no bet list. Bang! I'm gonna post it in the Discord and in the Discord and in the Patreon. I will say this: both Barrios and Ryan Garcia are on my no bet list. So proceed at caution. Although I like Barrios. I think Barrios might pull the upset here. No, I think Street getting his gotcha. I don't know him. Wilder by a donation. What I nothing PJ, you didn't miss a thing, and you can go back and watch it. I encourage you guys to go back and watch it. You guys are the best. Bang bang from Bang Mateo. Martin fight is best live bet. Need to see which version shows up. Probably a good idea to live bet that fight. Wilder only gets one way to win KO. That's it. Yeah. Albright genuinely has a stellar resume, even considering he has lost two of the fights. Yeah, that doesn't bother me. Like the losses don't bother me. It's like who can you beat and were you competitive? Were you in those fights? And he was. He's a real guy. Albright is definitely. What are the odds in that fight? He's plus 250. Yeah, I think at plus 250, he's worth a bet. I really do. I would give him more of a chance than Hiroka. I don't think Hiroka has much of a chance at all. I think that is just a really, really bad look for him, you know? So if I were going to pick, if you said, Gary, one of these guys were going to get upset next week, Martin or Russell, who's getting upset? I would without hesitation say Martin. Yes, indeedy. Merker is in the building. What up? I feel like Merker hasn't been here in a minute. I don't think I've seen a different versions of Frank. What about the one against Autumn Hanahonian and the one against why does my brain not work anymore? The guy that always dresses like Muhammad Ali, the Dominican fighter that always dresses like Muhammad Ali. Why does my brain not work anymore? Michelle Rivera, who I liked a lot. 2 fights in a row. One was against Rivera, and the other was against Hanahonian. 2 different fighters, I would say. Albright won a split decision to Keyshawn and Garber's brother, and people think he's good. I was at that fight. He dominated that fight. It was in Virginia. It was in Norfolk or whatever, and that's why the decision was close. That fight was not close. I was there. The fights. There's no. There are. There's the. There's a Japanese card and there's a British card. There's fights on Sunday. I know you got to feel good, Gary, with your Sandy Ryan crush fighting next week. I don't have a Sandy Ryan crush. Sandy Ryan, Rob from UK, who I used to do a podcast with. If you guys don't follow Rob from UK on Twitter today, he's a great follow. Says that my wife looks like Sandy Ryan. Kind of. I'll pull up a picture of the missus real quick. Hang on. Hang on one second. Let me pull this up for y'all. There's the missus. Rob from UK says he looks like Sandy Ryan. I guess he looks a little bit like he's got that black Irish look, they call it, with the dark hair and features. I don't know. Do you guys think she looks like Sandy Ryan? I guess like they look ethnically the same. I don't think they look very similar, but I get what he's saying. Yeah, Frank Martin is. I don't have a crush on Sandy Ryan. I remember, so he asked, "Do you think Sandy Ryan looks good?" He said, "Gary, you better say Sandy Ryan looks good." Like, why do I better say that? It's like because she looks just like your wife. I see a resemblance to some degree. Frank Martin is good, but I've never seen a stellar performance except for in his last fight. But Rances looked shot. Well, Rances did have to win over Omar Juarez, to be fair. Frank got a KO last fight. He's going to win to try to get another. He's done almost he's done more than just beat Calvin. Gary, pull up his resume. So we'll pull up his resume for sure. Albright's a real fighter. My inkling right now is I think Albright may win this fight. Kelvin Davis. Very, very close fight to Keyshawn Davis. Lost that. Has the win over KO Carlos Balderas. That's an impressive win. He's got a win over Esteban Falco, and he's got a loss. I don't remember this fight. I know he lost to Jermaine Ortiz. I can't remember the fight. Was this like, what was this on? This is a showbox card. I don't remember this fight off the top of my head. But he's got a win over Michael Dutchover. Michael Dutchover, a Texas kid, highly rated guy, very highly rated prospect. He's got a win over. This resume is legit, guys. It is a legit resume. Jeremy Hill, touted prospect. Michael Dutchover, touted prospect. Jermaine Ortiz, world class fighter. Esteban Falco, undefeated prospect. Carlos Balderas, former top ranked prospect, highly rated guy. Keyshawn Davis fought him competitively. Kelvin Davis dismantled him. Like, his resume is real. He's real. Now here is not Rances Bartholomew in 2026. I can't believe anybody even rates that win. F8 Martin over under 8.5. I kind of like the over, Jazz. I kind of like the over. Now here got them skills for real. He's good. I'm with you, 79. He may win this fight. Don't broadcast your webcam. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I think it's just the guys in the chat. You're right. Although that picture is on my social media. So if you follow my social media, that's what it is. I may be going with Albright for the win. Yeah, I got a feeling that F8 versus Martin will go the distance. I would leave Martin from the parlay and instead go for the overs or something. What's the winning parlay? Bab, Nishida, and F8 money line. Bab, Nishida, and Bab money line. That's the parlay. Indeedy. You're punching above your weight with that wife. I appreciate that, Sammy boy. I appreciate that. But guys, remember, you don't have to be good looking to get a good looking chick. You don't. Good looking helps. Like if you're Johnny, that helps. But you don't need to be good looking. Guys can have values and virtues in many ways. It was a showbox. It was a close. I don't remember it. Yeah. Ryan Garcia. KO is plus 120. Ryan. I like Barrios' decision. I kind of like Barrios' decision at plus 400. I kind of like that. What up, Jefferson? Them ugly heavyweight fights usually do go 10. They could very well go 10. But Prince Martin fades late. Like he really does. So that's why I kind of like FA by late stoppage. You go watch Martin's fight. He has constant gas tank issues. There are a few guys on that super card. I like the odds are just bunchy. There's a few guys on the super card I like. The odds are weird. The boxing bookie can get any chick he wants. I appreciate that. And this is why I think the ability to talk to a woman is something that every guy should learn. I think it should be taught in school. I think you should homeschool your kids, and I think that you should teach your boys how to talk to women, teach them the psychology of a woman. They're gonna have to do it. If you want to reproduce, if you want future generations of yourself, you're gonna have to learn how to speak to women because you're gonna have to talk to them. And I've seen good-looking guys bail with chicks. I've seen rich guys bail with chicks. I've seen guys go to medical school, become a heart surgeon, try to make $500,000 a year, buy $100,000 car, buy $1 million home, all to try to impress a chick. It's like, okay, you can try to do that and then get a chick who's still not I don't know what that is. I'm back. I'm sorry about that. So what I was trying to say, YouTube, Google is a censorship corporation. We know that YouTube is a censorship corporation, and they were trying to censor me when I was trying to give you male advice on how to attract women and how to come off as high value, right? So my point was, I've seen good-looking guys crash out with chicks. I've seen rich guys crash out with chicks, and guys will do the craziest things. Like they'll go to medical school, become a heart surgeon, spend 20 years of their life trying to get a chick instead of just learning how to attract women. It's much easier. Everyone thinks that women want money. No, women want security. Money is a form of security. But even if you do all those things, you make $500,000 a year, you buy the $100,000 car, and you do all of these things, you buy the $1 million home, that woman's still not attracted to you. You've just provided a role as a provider. So now you're a heart surgeon, you make $500,000 a year. What happens when there's a CEO who makes $1.5 million a year? What's going to happen then? And then there's a private equity guy with no moral conscience at all who makes $30 million a year. That girl's just going to go for the better provider because you've only sold yourself as a provider. You haven't built attraction. You understand what I'm saying? So this is why I think men should be taught from a very early age how to speak to women, how to attract women. You understand what I'm saying? Again, internet issues. What is with my internet? Hang on one second. All right, let me catch up. I digress. F.A. Charles Martin is honestly such a bad fight. I can't bring myself to tape that. It's bad. I did the tape on it. It's bad. It's like the odds maker just said, F it, I hear you. Who's a better chin between Ryan and Barrios? Oh, Barrios. I think Barrios' chin is rock steady. He got knocked out by Tank. Okay. Appreciate you not pushing your Discord every 5 minutes like Johnny, no doubt. Nowadays, school teach you, school is useless. Public schools are useless. YouTube is a censorship corporation. They got him. He started talking about improving men, and they got him. He was spitting too hard. They got that right. I was speaking the truth, the power, which is men. And the YouTube came after me. Gary, YouTube, the Google Corporation is a censorship corporation. How do you like your steak? Medium rare. medium rare. How he was giving you? I was medium rare, medium rare. How many times has Martin been KO'd? Was it just once against AJ? No, Martin got KO'd with King Kong Luis Ortiz. Def medium, medium rare. I like medium rare. That man Johnny's still taking jabs at me for the Gucci Flores thing. Just be a man and admit you messed up. I messed up thinking Tio would beat Shakur just because he had a good resume. It happens, Johnny. It happens. We all get fights wrong. Like, we do fights every week. We're going to get some wrong. It all comes down to masculinity. There's a reason why. Yes, there's a reason why a dude from the bottom can attract a woman who looks good and does good, while middle class and dude gets on a bunch of dates and can smash after months. It's about building attraction. That's all it's about. It's about building attraction. Why do women like jack guys? Because jack guys portray that they can protect them, right? And make them safe. Why do girls like guys with money? Because money is a way to protect them. It's a way to make them safe. Women just want to be safe, right? They say that women love money. No, men love money, right? This is real. Women do far better in school than men do. Yet women go into nursing, which makes less money than being a doctor, which takes more schooling, which girls are better at, and makes more money. Because women don't care about money. It's easier and safer to be a nurse, right? Women work less overtime. Well, overtime makes more money. Women pursue lower paying jobs. Men take higher risk, higher paying jobs. They work more hours, right? They work dangerous jobs. Women prefer safety. Men prefer money. Women only care about how it's not true. It's not true. You have to learn how to talk to a woman. Like, I'm an average looking guy. I'm a 5. Maybe I'm a 6. Maybe on a good day, I'm probably a 5, right? I can talk to any woman. I can go up to a chick and get her number before a good looking guy can, because I know how to talk to him. I know how to build attraction. I know how to get a woman to talk. I agree. That is false. I've noticed women want me more since I've become a father. That is true. Because you're showing that you can provide. You're showing that you can provide, and women want to be safe. I know who you talk to. Women like confidence is the key. Confidence, because confidence builds security. Confidence breeds competence, right? If I'm confident, it makes me look like I'm competent. And women love confidence in men, right? Like, you have to be able to do many things. Like, I had a guy ask me, Gary, should I cook for my chick, or is that feminine? You should cook for your chick if you're a good cook. If you suck at it, don't do it, right? But if you're good at cooking and you enjoy cooking, it's part of being high value. It's another thing that I can offer you. If you're a terrible cook, don't do it. Have her cook for you. But if you're good at it and you enjoy it, it's part of your values, and then do it. Main thing is liking who likes you. That's a good one. I got no boxing questions this week. Gary, with so many males turning into females, males with feminine energy, estrogen in foods through pollution, plastics, and yeah, it's in the food for sure. Like, testosterone levels, sperm counts have dropped 50% from when your grandfather was your age to you. It has. And a lot of that is to do with diet and pollutions and vaccines and whatever else. The 3-leg you explained is plus Hitchens. There you go. The Ed Hitchens. I wanted to give you guys one for this week, but yeah, Ed Hitchens to it if you want. Ryan gets hit clean once and goes down. I don't like picking him for that fight, but Barrios is so ass. Barrios sucks. If you're ugly, there's nothing you can say to beg a woman above a 7 out of 10. Okay, look, guys, I'm going to give you the reality of it. There's nothing wrong with a 7 out of 10. You don't want to go much higher than a 7 out of 10, and I'll tell you why. Write this down. Anything above an 8 is just showing off. And now you're showing off for guys. Showing off for guys is gay. There's no other way to put that. Showing off for guys is gay. Okay? But moreover to that, when you talk about a legitimate 9, a 10s don't really even exist. Like, I've seen Tiger Woods' wife, his ex-wife. That's the closest thing I've actually seen to a 10 in person. All right? So let's say 8 and 9s. 8 and 9s are useless. They're useless. If you've ever dated an 8 or a 9, I've dated a 9. She's useless. She's absolutely useless because she's never had to be useful. Everything she's ever gotten in her life was handed to her because of her sexual attraction. We're talking about legitimate 8s and legitimate 9s. 10s don't even exist, right? 10s don't really exist. 8s and 9s are useless because they don't have to be useful. They don't add any value to her life. Her big ass and tits aren't going to raise your kids for you. They're not going to support you, right? So I would not go higher than a 7. A 7 is plenty attractive. A 7 is a good score. 8 and 9s are useless. They're useless because they don't have to be useful. Every one of your friends is going to hit on them. Every guy is good. They're going to be completely obsessed with themselves. They're going to expect the world handed to them. They're not worth it, right? And when a guy just chases the best looking girl that he can get, that tells me 2 things. One, he doesn't get good looking girls because he's overvaluing it, right? If you've ever gotten an actual 8 or a 9, it's not worth it. Like, it doesn't do anything. And he doesn't have any worth. He doesn't have any value because he's just chasing after the looks, right? If a guy only chases after the look, he has no value and he doesn't get good chicks, right? A high value man wants a girl that's going to make his life better. A legitimate 9 who knows nothing, does nothing, is completely useless, who just looks good. How does that make your life better in any way? It doesn't. A best thing a man can have is a traditional masculine role. Absolutely. Whether it's a father, 100%, 100%. You know, Bud Crawford don't eat beef. I do know that. I saw that on Joe Rogan. Nowadays, males into look maxing, looking as good as possible, but we all know that female, yeah. You're not going to beat the female in a looking good contest. It doesn't really matter. It helps. Does it help? Yes, it helps to look good. Does it help to be rich? Yes. Does Tom Brady, if me and Tom Brady hit on the same chick and use the same line, who's going to get the chick? Tom Brady. Okay, that's not the point. The point is, do I know how to maximize who I am? Do I know how to portray value to a woman? Can I get more girls the way that I am right now? Is my connect rate going to be higher? Is my hit rate going to be higher? Is my close rate going to be higher? It doesn't matter what Tom Brady does. It doesn't matter. Like, don't compare yourself to him. Just compare yourself to yourself, and is what you're doing working. What's good, G? What do you think about James Pierce Jr. situation? James Pierce, I've been on a tangent. What is James Pierce Jr., the football player that plays for the Hawks? I mean, the Falcons? I don't know the ins and outs of it. I don't know. I'm not going to comment on his legal situation. I don't know, King. All comes down to the mouthpiece as well. You can look jacked, but if you can't talk to a girl, I did this with my guys, right? The line that I use on my wife, I'll tell you the line I use. We were at a Mets game. She's a Cubs fan. And she was sitting a row behind me. I'm kind of flirting with her the whole game. Whatever inning it is, the 6th, 7th inning, she goes to the beer line. Before it's the last inning, they serve beer. She goes to the beer line. I'm like, all right, guys, I'm going to go get that girl's number. I'm with 2 of my friends. I'm like, I'm going to go get that girl's number. Like, knock yourself out, right? So I walk up to her. I'm standing behind her, right? And I said, hey, you in the Cubs jersey with the dark hair, come here. I want to talk to you. I like you. And she turns around, looks at me, and she says, me? Yeah, I think you're cute. I want to talk to you. Come here. And she's only like an arm's length away. And I'm like, come here. I want to talk to you. She's like, I'm standing right here. I'm like, yeah, but you're all the way over here. Come here. I want to talk to you. I think you're cute. So now she's taking a step forward to me. So now she's in my space, man to woman. I'm talking to you. I like you. I didn't say, hey, nice Cubs jersey. That doesn't build any value. From the start, I've established I am interested in you. I want to talk to you. Now, I wouldn't use that line if this is my first time practicing game. But if you're comfortable and you can portray confidence, just tell her that you like her and you want to talk to her. Right? So now I'm talking to this girl. I got her. You're in a Cubs jersey. We're at a Mets game. I'm a Mets fan. I don't even know if we can be friends. What have I done? I'm talking to her man to woman, and I said that we can't be friends. So what's the only option left here? I'm not getting put in the friend zone. And I say this often enough. A man cannot be put in the friend zone. unless he puts himself there first. A woman cannot put you in the friend zone. You can only put yourself in the friend zone. The way that I hit on my wife, which is the last chick I've ever hit on, is there any chance you could have put me in the friend zone? Hey, you in the Cubs jersey with the dark hair, come here. I want to talk to you. I like you. I'm communicating my goal up front. I'm not trying to sneak into her pants. I'm putting my front foot forward here. I like you. I want to talk to you. She knows what this is. I'm hitting on her. She knows what it is. So she's either going to say no, all right, no, or she's going to talk to me. And more likely than not, she's going to talk to me because I portray confidence, which is the most attractive thing in the world to women. Now, again, I would not use that line if it's your first day practicing game. If you feel confident enough to do it and you can deliver it with confidence and assurity, then do it. But there's no way that she can put me in the friend zone, right? Just like girls say, he put me in the F zone, right? He only wants the F. You put yourself there. By offering no other value other than sex, you put yourself in his F zone. You can't be in his friends with benefits only zone unless you put yourself there. And a guy cannot be in a friend zone unless he puts himself there first. Now, I digress. Women are different. Some of them like bum-ass dudes and go after. Some of them, they like confidence. They like confidence and guys that can take care of them. Pimps are excellent examples. I like the pimp argument. I get the pimp argument. Women want the guy that can show off to their friend. They want the guy that makes them feel safe. They want the guy that makes them feel safe. Women want to be safe. For evolutionary reasons, like they're going to be pregnant, they're going to be useless at sometimes when they're growing that kid outside of growing that kid. So they need someone to provide for them and protect for them while they're growing that kid. It's evolutionary. It's thousands of years. Women want to be protected. Thank you, Indie Jet fan. What up, Indie Jet fan? I gotta wrap this up, guys. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Indie Jet fan. I gotta wrap this up, though. Gary, you got game, man. Man, the better than the modern day dating coaches. It's all simping. It doesn't work. I always thought game is about you, not about the. Yes, this chick doesn't really have anything interesting to say. Like, she really doesn't. All right, guys, I gotta wrap this up. I've been going on too long. This was a fun show. If you cook too much, next we'll expect you to wash. But I'm saying only cook for it if you enjoy cooking and you're good at it. If you're not good at it, it's not going to portray high value. If you're good at cooking, then cook for her. If you're not, no, you can cook for me. That's not what I do. It's crazy, G. Ever since I retired from pro football, lost weight, 80 pounds. I got like 3 times the women I did. See? All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. I got to wrap this up. Google is a censorship corporation. It is February 12th, 2026. From Texas to the world. Thank y'all, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.